What guys, it's your girl Brits taking over for Miami and we are intro today. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell.
Ring that bell.
Ring the bell, right? So to the girl, the doll, she gonna make lemon, pepper, salmon. I'm sure. So the girl, she season it up already and she gonna come in and show me and look at chef is. So remember, comment when done, share with your auntie, share with your mother, share with your friends.
Alright, yeah girl.
First, we're going to start by peeling and washing our potatoes. Then we're going to dice them into small pieces, and later on in the video, you'll see where I add them to a pot of boiling water.
Okay, I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests. And I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. And she popped a Tesla, now she gonna let you. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, think we got too sexy for that metro housing. Diamond popped out, almost swallowed 60,000. Section need more things in here, I like it crowded. Like, whoa. Yeah, I like it crowded. Oh, you like the boy? Well, tell me what you like about him. You a turned a little thotty, ain't no wife about it. I'ma fuck her friends and send them back to metro housing. Yeah. Too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl.
Also, you can add a pinch of salt to the boiling water to give the potatoes a little flavor before you go ahead and add the remaining ingredients to make your mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Too sexy for the trap, too sexy for the cap, too sexy for the job. Yeah.
After draining off the water, you'll see where I add the potatoes with no water back to the stove, and I do this because I want to remove all water from the potatoes as possible before I go ahead and add my remaining ingredients. So as you can see, I'm adding butter to the potatoes, then I'm going to mash that a bit, and then I use whipping cream because that's what we had at the moment, but trust and believe, it tastes amazing afterwards. You can add milk or whatever cream you'd like to add to your mashed potatoes.
I would like to get to know if it could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel so.
So in a couple seconds, you guys are going to see where I add some garlic powder to the mashed potatoes, and of course this is cheesy garlic mashed potatoes. Now a pointer: when you are adding milk to your mashed potatoes, it's best to add it in small amounts because you do not want your mashed potatoes to become watery. Some final touches that I added to the mashed potatoes were some black pepper, a pinch of salt or two, and then I continued to mash it to get it as smooth as possible. Now I have some sharp white cheddar cheese, but I didn't want to add it directly to the mashed potatoes because I don't want to leave the chunks in it. So what I did was add it to a pot, and I add about 3 tablespoons of milk to the cheese and then put it on a low heat, and that was how I melted the cheese to add to the mashed potato.
dance and nasty up, and them nasty up. Fix things, quick things, loopings. Well, alright then. From you see me a cleanest. Clothes when me rockin' at the fucking realest. Ching. Inna the Louis V vest, girl want with his squeeze silicone and real bless. Can I blow a breeze from the head of my penis? Coolest breeze that me rockin' a sleeveless. Ease out, easy.
Yeah, them a be a fix things.
Bankroll, showing how to do it. Baby going crazy, even getting straight to it. I done caused him many fights, and I'm no storage. Catch me in Atlanta, no security with my jewelry. Found out I'm rich, my baby mama talking soon. Another telling lies on the like you screwing me. Catch me down bad, that's you and me. Inside diamonds on the chain, ain't fooling me. We was skipping school on the train, they controlling. See my main body turn into a rain, time I rock. I pray the judge get a boy a bun so I can pop it. We was in the hood, selling bad, shooting choppers up. Around the trap, going, they sell the copper. Baby, really a problem, somebody gotta stop him. Man, I'm haters watching too hard, I think they got binoculars. Every nigga with me, I'm go, it ain't no stopping us. Acting like they got the back, I'm trying to stop it up. Do this for the bro down the road, gotta lock it up. All you gotta do is say smoke, then we pop it up. Baby got the streets on hold, he ain't try it. I been going hard, it's gonna be hard for you to talk that. I make it look easy, but the really your practice. I make it look easy, but the really your practice. Baby putting on for the city, baby he the realest. Baby probably got a couple million. We was in the hood, selling bags, shooting choppers up. Around the track, going to sell the cop. Baby, really a problem, somebody gotta stop him. Man, I'm haters watching too hard, I think they got binoculars. Every nigga with me, I'm go, it ain't no stopping us. Acting like they got the back, I'm trying to stop it up.
Baby probably still got them balls. I told my bitch I'm faithful, but I still got the baby getting jiggy. Stage with the glizzy. Baby CEO, shake the game like you did it. You would think it's Mardi Gras, I got the showing. And I ain't throwing beads, full of weed. Started sound about my daughter, she a flea. When I doggy style, the only time I'm on my knee. I barely wanna hit her, gotta beg him, baby, please. I tell her, shut up. The label CEO begging me to keep it up. They know, you play with baby, be the cut up. Private plane, Wi-Fi on the FaceTime with Johnny. I told him ice my wrist up. I like to hold my fist up. How they boy the baby in me, in there getting his. Why he keep the fire, throw them foes in every picture.
Baby putting on for the city. Baby, he the realest. Baby probably got a couple million. Baby having 4 or 5. Baby putting on for the city. Baby, he the realest. Baby probably got a couple million. Streets bankroll, showing how to do it. Baby going crazy, even getting straight to it. I done caused him many fights, and I'm no storage. Catch me in Atlanta, no security with my jewelry. Found out I'm rich, my baby mama talking soon. Another telling lies on the like you screwing me. Catch me down bad, that's you and me. Inside diamonds on the chain, ain't fooling me. We was skipping school on the train, they controlling. See my main body turn.
So as you can see, I've already pre-seasoned my salmon and the ingredients are on the screen. Now I also removed the skin from the salmon because no one eats that. If you eat the skin of the salmon, you're weird. So what I did to remove the skin from the salmon was I sliced up my salmons, of course, and then I placed them on a rack, and then I boiled some hot water and then pour the water on the skin, and then you'll see it start contracting, and then right after you can just peel the skin off. Now it's not recommended to leave the salmon in a bowl, put it in a rack where the water can drain off immediately, because you do not want to cook your salmon while removing the skin.
You said it, you know what we happen on it. Should I assume some things? This position, it's in position, talking slow mission. Should I assume it's a weekend bag? You get ass all week, up in that ass, just think about me, and it's all good. What's the difference if it's all good? What's the difference if it's still good?
After frying your salmon, and please do not fry it out dry, you just want to fry it until it gets a little color. Then you're going to prep your baking sheet. I dressed mine with butter, lemons, and some thyme leaves, and then I placed the cooked salmon over that, and then that juice that's released in the butter that I fried the salmon in, I also added that on top of the salmon. And the seasoning that left over in the container that I seasoned the salmon, I also added that to it, and then I added it to the oven on 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes to give it, you know, to bake it and to let it get a little more juicy.
Hoping you will, hoping you would, wish a bitch would to me. hoping you will fix me. Underneath the constellation, if it's in constellation, if it's worth the conversation, I don't do this all of the time. I just say that every time. It's worth the life, it's worth the grind, it's worth the bad karma.
So you're going to add some salt to a pot of water, allow it to boil. As you can see, I'm removing the lower part of the asparagus. Then I take it over to the sink to get them washed thoroughly. And then I'm going to, not really boil them out fully, but like get them a little bit tender before I go ahead and saute them.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Feeling young, but they treat.
So we are going to saute our asparagus in some butter, and after I add the asparagus to the pot, then I'm gonna add some garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of salt, some black pepper, and a pinch of that lemon pepper seasoning to it. Saute it for about 2 minutes and then you're finished.
Dirt that they threw on my name turned to soil and I grew about it. Time for y'all to figure out what y'all gon' do about it. Big wheels keep rolling, rolling. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside. Front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pretty party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I don't know who love me, but I know that it ain't everybody. I can never love her, she a busybody. Baby, if you want me, can't be turning up with everybody. Nah, can't be fucking on this anybody. Yeah, I got feelings for you, that's the thing about it. Yeah, you know that it's something when I sing about it. Yeah, mama used to be on disability, but gave me this ability, and now she walking with her head high in her back.
Now this is the finished look. We have our oven roast corn, we have our lemon pepper salmon, or sauteed asparagus, and of course our cheesy garlic mashed potatoes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and try out my recipe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
That's all, folks.